Good morning, everyone. I'll bring this meeting of the Koochiching County Board order. April 28th, 9:42 a.m. We'll start things off with the approval of the agenda. Is there any additions or deletions, Ken?
I don't have any additions or deletions.
Okay.
I'll move on the agenda, Mr. Chairman. This is Wade.
Okay, I've got a motion by Commissioner Pavlik.
Second by McBride.
Second by Commissioner McBride. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Pavlik?
Wade, aye.
Commissioner McBride?
Aye.
Commissioner Stoy?
Aye.
Commissioner Schobel?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion is carried. COVID-19 update. Good morning,
Good morning. There isn't too much to tell. The numbers keep increasing, so we haven't reached our peak yet. You will notice if you look at the numbers of people testing positive, though, they are increasing, and that is a direct result of the number of tests, more tests that they are now administering. So those numbers will go up as more people are tested and we find out who really are positive. Does anybody have any questions?
Do we have any local people, Kathy, being tested, or?
They're doing testing all the time.
Okay, at the clinic and hospital, I suppose?
Yeah, at the two clinics, and then Dr. Caperta, which is across from Hardy's, he's done some testing too. But yes, there are being tests administered in our community.
Okay. And we're still at only one case overall?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Kathy?
Kathy, this is Wade. Are there any trends in the surrounding counties? Any changes you're seeing?
No, there are more counties. There are only, well, as of yesterday, there were only 9 counties left in the state of Minnesota that have not had a positive confirmed test yet. But, you know, that's probably going to change as well, especially with the increase in testing.
Bacon, Cook County are two of them that don't have any. West County doesn't have any. So, and then there's a few others down further south.
Commissioner.
Yes.
Question, or maybe just a statement for Kathy. And right now, Cooch County is sitting at 1. And as the testing continues, obviously, like you say, the numbers are probably going to go up. But just need to tell the people, don't panic because you start to see a few numbers. It just means we're doing more testing.
Absolutely, and that's the kind of information that is shared on our Facebook page, our public health Facebook page, all the time. Derek does a great job of uploading the most current information to that page for people, and it does get a lot of views. So we're pleased with how that's turned out.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, approved minutes of April 21st meeting.
McBride, move.
Motion by McBride.
Story, second.
Second by Stoy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor. Roll call vote. Pavlik? You there? Hey?
Yep, I must have missed it. Aye.
Oh, okay. McBride?
Aye.
Schobel?
Aye.
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 And I'm an aye. Motion is carried. Financial business. Really? Okay, I've got a motion by Commissioner Sobel. Have a second. I have a second on paying the bills. Second. Wait. Second by Commissioner Pavlik. Any discussion? Hearing none, Pavlik? Pavlik, aye. McBride? Aye. Sobel? Aye. Fairway?
Yeah, I didn't hear you call me. Yeah, all right.
Okay. And I'm an aye. Thank you. Personnel business. We got a notice of employment status change for E91. Correction officer, Keith Magler is going from part-time to full-time.
Yes, that's correct.
Anything else?
Nope, I believe his start date is going to be May 4th or 5th in that full-time position.
Okay, so another week.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Consider additional meeting dates for May board meeting schedule. And looks right now like we got two weeks off in May 5th and May 19th. And the other couple Tuesdays will be meeting. May 12th and May 25th. Is that right, Jen?
So I was just curious if you wanted to continue meeting every week during this, that the courthouse is closed to the public, and we're planning to, making plans if we wanted to meet. We could add a meeting May 5th and May 19th, depending on the board's decision.
I think we should continue that and continue to get updates.
Well, this is Wade. I think we should continue until this, crisis is under control or completed myself. Because it's really the only contact we have now. Just my thought.
I kind of agree with you. And we can get, updates on, fishing landings and stuff like that, things that are going to affect, or that could affect us. So,
Mr. Chair,
yes.
this is Commissioner McBride. Yes, and I agree to at least May 5th and the 12th, and we can go from there. But as things starting to open up, the governor's opening things up a little bit, and maybe if we start here in a week or two or whenever that's going to be, and maybe start at the county. So I think it's important that we meet.
All right, we'll continue to meet then every Tuesday, then.
Right. So I need a motion to add meetings for May 5th and May 19th.
So move, McBride.
Okay,
Thank you.
got a motion by McBride. There's a second?
Second, right.
Was that Wayne seconding it?
I started and so did Wade. I don't know who made the motion, so.
Okay, well, I heard Wade, so I'll give you the second then, okay?
No, Brian opened it, so Wade would have been the second.
Oh, I thought that was Wade that made the motion, so was that you, Brian?
Yes, it was I.
Okay. Then I'll give the second to Wade. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll do the roll call vote. Pavlik? Aye. Bragg?
Aye.
Sobel?
Aye.
Troy?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion's carried. Rainy River boat landing update and possible board action. Is Nathan around?
Yep, I'm on here. So
as you'll recall, our six county administered boat ramps along the Rainy River, they were opened up as of last Friday morning. I took a ride out there on Saturday afternoon. There was quite a few of the landings, Reedy Flats, and I didn't make it all the way to Vitus, but I've heard from a few other folks that Vitus had a lot of activity at it. The rest of them in between had activity, not to the level that Reedy did, but I counted about 25 vehicles at Reedy Flats Saturday afternoon. So there was a lot of people. There was quite a few people out and about enjoying the nice weather. Talking to law enforcement and the conservation officers, it sounded like having those boat ramps open really helped spread people out. Otherwise, they would have been concentrated at, basically the one landing at Ellen Junction, the cutest landing. Sounds like the city of Adet has opened up their ramps over there too. So I believe all of the public boat ramps from the dam to Lake of the Woods are now open. So it sounds like folks are observing good social distancing at those ramps. We've posted signage at the ramps to kind of encourage those best practices. And if the sites are too busy, to kind of move along to the next one. So, and it seemed like folks do it.
Okay, thank you. Is Karen around there too, or?
Here, Kevin.
Report?
No, not really. I just kind of jump on what Nathan said, and just really Nathan and Danae did an excellent job posting those landings with the proper signage and have helped us monitor those landings. And we didn't really observe any activity that would cause us any concern. So I think the public has gotten the message to go out, enjoy the weather, enjoy fishing, and social distance as much as possible. So, we really didn't notice that many out of the area vehicles down there, which was nice as well.
Okay, and what would be local, or?
Yeah, and we didn't, first obviously, we didn't go through parking lots, running license plates, see where people are from, but just local knowledge, we kind of recognize vehicles.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions for him?
Kevin, this is Commissioner Skoy. I was up there on Saturday and did kind of a count. And like Nathan said, but at Vitus in the morning there was 32. There were 8 at Frontier, 6 at Nelson, 4 at the Sioux. There were 30 at the Junction, and at that time there were 18 at Reedy Flats. But you could see that people had been moving around, and there was openings. The only group of fishermen I talked to were semi-local. They were from the Tower, Sedan area, over in St. Louis County there, and they were overfishing. And I did talk to one of the Lake of the Woods commissioners, and he said that the city of Adet did open their accesses on Friday at their meeting.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to add? All right. Thanks, everyone. Information systems business. Jackie.
Hi there. So the request I have before you is for a planned purchase for the 2020 budget. It's a mobile device management system. I reviewed a few different systems. I settled on one that I liked a lot, but it was too expensive. So reviewed my wants and found this IBM Moz 360 solution. It is actually resold through Verizon. It is under a NASPO contract, so the prices are lower by buying it through Verizon, but we are not beholden to only Verizon purchase devices for this system. My original budget plan was to enroll up to 80 devices, but I've backpedaled on that and I'm going to start out with 50, and add as we need. It is a 1-year commitment. So once we implement, we are locked in for a year. The total cost is $2,500. I believe I have over $4,000 budgeted for it, but right now I decided to be more conservative and start small.
Well, this is Wade. I'll be glad to move. Thank you, Jackie.
Okay, I've got a motion by Commissioner Pavlik. Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Second by Commissioner Schobel. If we need any more phones, Jackie, do we get them for the same price then per phone?
Any new devices will get enrolled at the same rate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Any more questions for Jackie? Okay. Do a roll call vote. Pavlik?
Aye.
McBride?
Aye.
Schobel?
Aye.
Troy?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Highway business. Shot Trent on. Is Dave on?
Yeah, we're both on.
Okay, all right.
So the first one I'll take, and then Dave will take the second one dealing with MnDOT. The first one is award SAP 036598-030. This is the County Road 70 project. It's a bridge replacement project. As you guys might remember, it is located off of Highway 65, about 10 miles south of Little Fork. We applied for bridge bonding funds with this, and we were accepted earlier in the year. The original engineer's estimate was $183,247. Our bid opening was on April 2nd. We had good turnout for the project with 6 bidders. The low bid was Layton Construction at $222,222. We went back to MnDOT to seek request to make sure that they would approve the project at that price. They did. They would like to see us bring it to the board and get approval for it.
Okay. Any questions for Trent on that?
Commissioner Ady, this is Commissioner McBride. Trent, do you have any ideas to, why the bids came in high?
The engineer's estimate was a little bit older. I guess generally speaking, it hadn't been really updated since that 2017 time frame. WSN provided the engineer's estimate for us. A lot of it depends on if contractors are busy at the time. If they're looking for projects or if they're not. In this case, we might have fallen in a time frame where everybody's schedule was kind of full and they were just kind of grasping at different projects.
And
in actuality, our portion of the project, the county-funded portion of the project, actually went down even though the bid was higher.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Trent on that? All right. Do a roll call vote. Pavlik?
Aye.
McBride?
Mr. Chair,
Yeah, I don't think we have a motion.
I don't have a motion yet.
I'm sorry. I was thinking we did. Sorry.
I'll move in, Kevin.
All right. Wait. Motion by Pavlik. Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Second by Schobel. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. Roll call vote. Pavlik?
Aye.
McBride?
Aye.
Schobel?
Aye.
Troy?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Dave? Dave,
Can you hear me? Okay. What we've got here is we've got a resolution for that Koochiching County enter into a MnDOT agreement number 10336509 with the state of Minnesota, Department of Transportation. This is a MnDOT cooperative construction agreement for the Highway 53 project. Prior to going out for bids, MnDOT needs signed agreements with both Koochiching and the City of International Falls. Project is scheduled to go out for bids on May 19th. The latest engineering estimate has the Koochiching portion of the project estimated at $133,162.75. Previously, I sent out a board action that had $100,000. The difference was they forgot to put the lighting in for Rainier off Highway 11 that we pushed back to this year, and that's at Cassad 20 and Cassad 23. They're going to put in, I believe it's 5 lights out in that area. The other part of the project, the $100,000, was basically for the signal work on 11th Street and 17th Street, and the funding will come out of our Cassad budget. Trent's coming.
But at this point, I'd move for discussion.
Okay. Got a motion by Pavlik. Do you have a second?
Second by McBride.
Second by McBride. You got anything more for us, Dave, or?
No, that's it.
Okay, I've got a question for you. Any of the lights that are going up, are any of them solar?
No, they're not. They're all LEDs.
Okay, LEDs are good. So, any other questions for Dave?
Dave, this is Brian. Do we have a timeline on the County Road 20 and 24 project?
On the lighting for that?
Yes.
And I wasn't sure. They ordered the steel early, so hopefully it will come. There's only about one manufacturer of these in the state. We'll get back to you and find out where it's at in their schedule.
Okay, just wondering because, the traffic starts and, Commissioner Pavlik knows he travels that road. That intersection is very dark, and so...
Yeah, especially the 24 ones.
Any more questions for Dave? All right, so I'll do the roll call vote. Pavlik? Aye. McBride?
Aye.
Tobin?
Aye.
Troy?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Thank you, Dave.
Commissioner Eady,
Yes.
I just see Attorney Nagloski's on. Does Jeff have any witness for us today? I see a smiling face.
No.
Nothing for us today, huh?
Any specific questions? If you're just asking about my straight wisdom, I think you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah. I just wonder how your new puppy's doing.
I'm tired.
Did you get another new puppy?
Yes, sir.
What kind?
A Vizsla. Always Vizslas.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
German, he's 9 weeks today.
9 weeks today, huh? All right. Have fun with them.
We are.
All right. Anyone for public comment? Hearing people there, so. All in favor? Commissioner Fabry? Aye. McBride?
Aye.
Sobel?
Aye.
Soy?
Aye.